earlier you get on the right path, man, the earlier you can get on the right path, you will avoid a whole bunch of garbage. That's just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. You can't go back and unwind time. But in the same token, it's like,
who's on me?
Yeah, it's on that. Wow, we got this. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I tell people all the time. It's like, when you rather give life to the Lord when you're young, when God can use you most time, rather than, I mean, you wait until like 65, 50, which is good, but at the same token, it's like you might have missed out on a lot of stuff that God had for you just because you're being disobedient.
I disagree. Honestly, I disagree.
Bro, that's you today. I disagree. I said that once today. All y'all been saying. All y'all been saying that.
No, because I honestly feel like some people were meant to go through the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Some people were meant to be burnt by that fire in order to be able to lead those. In order to lead those. No, honestly, if you've never been through nothing in life, what can you possibly tell me about?
Let me rephrase what you're saying. God knows.
Nigga that ain't married tell you about being married.
But listen, if you have more than one kid, you know it takes different things to get people to do stuff.
Child support.
No. I'm talking Rob. Listen, one kid, you can just tell to pick up the trash. They're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Other person might have to show them, like, hey, you're going to get a punishment.
Every child different.
Yeah, maybe the same thing with us. God knows.
I like that.
This person A can just get saved by the word. Yeah. Person B might have to go to jail time for them to get it.
No,
God might know what it takes.
What was your change?
That's not his will.
What was your turning point? I want to ask everybody, what was your turning point?
You put me on first?
What was your turning point? Because he went first.
Remember? Right, go ahead.
He was the first one to give us life.
My turning point was, Rob was the first one. Rob was the first one.
No.
What? Rob was the first one.
Listen, my turning point was this, man. Listen.
No, man, Rob was the first one.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I was happy living my life, man.
Mm-hmm.
For real, like, my brother had went through some tragedy, you know what I mean? Got a divorce and stuff like that, and he was going through it. So that led him back to church. And he would come around the house, man, preaching and stuff like that. And I'm over here blazing, drinking and stuff like, yo, man, come on, I ain't trying to hear that. You messing up my buzz. Like, you really getting to me right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know how they say you go in one ear and out the other and stuff like that. And I didn't really want to hear it, although I needed to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So through a bunch of a bunch of attempts, he finally got me into church, right? And when I went to church and heard the word for the real time, I realized that I was missing something, but I still had a huge pull to me. Like, I was thinking about the blunt that I had back on my dresser that I was going to go home and smoke. You know what I mean? I was thinking about the young lady that I brought to church with me. You know what I mean? And I was sitting there, I went to the altar, an invitation was given. Who led that? You did?
You still want to know what? Come on,
right?
Come on.
I'm still going to spank somebody.
It don't matter.
So I was thinking about all those things when I went to the altar, to get saved and stuff like that. And actually, I went into this private room. Somebody was leading me to the Lord. And he was like, listen, he went through the whole plan of salvation with me and stuff. And he was like, would you like to accept Christ as your Savior? I'm like, nah. And my whole reason at the point is because I was still thinking about all the ties that I had to the world, and I didn't want to let that stuff go. Then he shared this Bible verse with me, which changed my life. Proverbs 27:1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. And that verse hit me because, there was a time when my mom was healthy and stuff, she was going to get her aneurysm removed. And I remember she came in my room, hey, baby, I'm about to go. I got to go get this. She had an aneurysm. She had to go to get removed. And so she's like, hey, I'm about to go. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll see you get back. She's like, you ain't going to give me a hug? You ain't going to give me a kiss? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. My boy was there with me and I ain't want to look corny. I ain't never seen my mom the same. She, you know what I mean? She never came back the same person when she left. So, there's also a situation with my dad. He had a stroke, you know what I mean? And instead of hanging out with my family, I decided, I'm going to go hang with my boy. is. You know what I mean? He had a stroke that night. So to me, when he said, boast not on yourself and tomorrow, y'all don't know it's not what a day may bring forth, it resonated because it's like, I ain't guaranteed tomorrow. I can walk out of this place today and I could get in a car accident and die. So why I'm going to play games with God and be like, you know, when I know I need to be saved, or you know what I mean? And then I'm going to play games and be like, nah, I'll wait till tomorrow. So then at that point, I'm like, all right, you know that I'm just going to trust Christ today. I'm going to forget about all that stuff. And, you know, from that day forth, you know, God has slowly been renovating my life. But that was my turning point. And it wasn't really even my tragedy, but somebody was faithful in trying to get me to church. So
To me, it was just like the whole thing, man. Like, I come from a good home, went to good schools, like trying to be in the world, trying to be super gangster. No, I'm not gangster, stuff like that. I feel like my card really got pulled. And God, like, what are you going to do now? We got a situation with the Pittsburgh dudes in college. And it was just kind of a point where it was like, God, like, well, what are you going to do now? This whole thing you trying to play out, you trying to be this person that I ain't make you to be. What are you going to do now? So it was a point where even me and C. Hus was at church, and the guy called me out, the preacher called me out. And then I was just really, my thing was, and what's your point? I was really just tired. And like, I could say that when I got saved, it felt like everything that you're searching for, you're like a void. Christ is able to fill that up. That's what it felt like. Everything, like, even people who like smoke and drink, whatever, they might be doing that because they're trying to like have a good time, trying to like fill a void within themselves. And like, it just felt like I felt whole. So that was my turning point. But like, I always knew the word and stuff like that growing up. And but you said been in church, but church wasn't in me. What you said to him, that was like very instrumental. You know, I think when young people, especially grew up in the church, I have a heart for young people grew up in the church. When you realize that I need to lean on the Lord for myself, that's when it becomes personal. How about you?
My turning point, I think, was like when I know. It's like I was going through something heavy. And then like, you know, like I grew up in the church. So like I know church, like, I could play church. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, church like that. You go through your emotion. I can have a whole service at the crib, like go through the whole service by myself. For real, like for real. What I'm saying though is like, so I had those roots in me, man. And like I was going through something real heavy, and then like I literally like God literally was like, all the things that I brought you through before, think about that. And look at where you at now. It's like, yeah, I'm here. The roots is me. Whether you wanted to like, when two or three are gathered together, I'm in the midst. That's the word of God, right? So I was always in the church. I was always gathered around. It was more than 2 or 3 people gathered. He was there. So whether or not I was like receiving the word in my heart, it was still being planted in my head. I still knew that. I still knew it. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it was like when I was going through this hard time, like God's like, yo, like I done brought you through all this stuff, man. You worry about this right here. And like I felt that because I'm like, he started putting scriptures in my head, started taking like stuff that I didn't even know I knew. It was my roots though, because I heard it before though, because I grew up on it.
But now it makes
But now it was, he just cracked open that. It's like, now I can crack it open to you because now your heart is ready to receive me.
Now your heart is ready to receive.
So when my heart was ready to receive, so
That's
it was my roots that led me to it. But then it was my heart. It was my heart being ready to receive it, man. That's what it was to me. Like it wasn't no like, that's what it was.
Because as Christians and like people who bring the gospel, we know what to say. Well, the Holy Ghost knows. But we don't know the timing of God for your life. Because you might have heard that same message maybe a year previously. It didn't resonate. At the time that person put you in that back room, whatever, it didn't resonate until then. The same with you. And I know you got testimony too, so we got to hear from you too. But it's like, it's about the timing of the Lord. Sometimes we try to get in front of the Lord, and God dealing with us on a different time length. Go ahead, Joe. You were honestly,
this about to be interesting, y'all. Stay tuned.
Parental vibes.
No, for real. I just got to a real low place in life. You know what I mean? I was in Iowa, you know, and me and Cleveland, we was on tour, you know, and we was on a Midwest tour, and it was it was some things that occurred. You know, I slipped into a pill addiction. You know, like Vicodins and stuff like that. And I realized that I was just always, regardless, we performing in front of, you know, thousands of people. You know what I mean? And it's like you get to this point where you still feel lonely. You know, so we would have these shows, and it was every day. A void filler for me was pills and people. That was you know, PP. That was my PPP right there. You know, pills, people, and potions. You know, that was my
You got with PPP.
You know, but it was this one time where I had ended up eating a lot of pills. You know, and you know things got a little wrong. And my mom, I talked to my mom on the phone, and I just told her I was, you know, I'm just done, you know. So she had me. I moved to Virginia, and I stayed with her. And while I was with her, it was crazy how God positioned me, because while I was there, I didn't know no niggas. You know what I'm saying? Only people I knew was church folk. You know what I'm saying? It was like I started over. You know what I mean? I started over. One thing I wasn't letting go of was I wasn't letting go of my music. You know, I was still doing secular music because I was under contract still, you know. And my mom was like, when you gonna change your music? I'm like, boy, I ain't cussing no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought not cussing in my music would switch, you know. But then D Will put me on the prayer. It turned me out, you know. But it was just that point where I was just like, man, like there got to be something else. But I'm not gonna lie, like I've always been, you know, you get caught up, man. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in the world. You get caught up in your daily routine. You get caught up in life. You know what I mean? And sometimes it'd be struggling for me. So like being able to do this with y'all, you know, and have these conversations, you know, it does something to my spirit. I was telling Ishmael, I said, you know, I'm dedicated to this podcast just for the simple fact that every day I'm in communication with two brothers that we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I've watched the transition occur in them. You know what I mean? Like, and they keep me grounded.
And like, I'm gonna interrupt you, and for a good reason, man. You trying to get them like. You giving them they flowers, right? I'm gonna give you your flowers. Listen, man. You know I know you, dog. You feel me?
For sure.
Like from like, yo, I'm talking about like you gave him my first concussion in football, dog. Like Flint, you know, literally like welcome to high school, like welcome to varsity, man. Like, that's what that was, man. But it's like how you was in high school, man. You was wild, dog. And like to me, that was fun. You was my dog. I was like, yo, like you took me under your for real. Like you really, you always like for real. You always was like that. Always fun, energetic. You always like it was just like all, but like you was of the world though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about heavy though.
Yeah.
Think about Joe, man. Joe never scared because I was.
That's what I'm saying. But seeing you now though, bro, seeing from where you came and seeing you now. Like, I remember when I haven't seen you for years, and I seen you. I'm like, oh yeah, Shot Boogie. I'm like Shot Boogie. I'm like who? They showed me. I'm like. That's Joe Evans. I Shot Boogie. I'm like, nah, what his mama name? Yeah, like what his mama called him. Like,
His mama called him
but Joe, like, nah, listen, man, like, for real,
I appreciate that,
man. Like, it's much love, bro. Like, I see the growth. I see, like, you know, like, you see that, bro. Like, keep going, man.
Like Joe's good. Like Joe's like the motivator. Like Joe's well connected. But like when I first had the dream, the vision to have the podcast, the first person I called was Joe. Because Joe now put that battery in your back. Like, yeah, man, go ahead and do that shit. Yeah,
you always been like that, man.
Like, man. And we didn't see Rob in a couple of years. Like, man, God told me Rob Watson, whatever. He like, yeah, so we go to Rob's house, his old house. We say that. Rob don't live there no more. He got the door, man. So, yeah, man, but like, yeah.
Oh, this is dope.
Yeah, but like, God know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Who's it on, man? I think it's on
Yeah,
Rob. So we can win. You know?
We up 2-1.
This is dope for sure.
Tell us about this music, man. What you got going on? What's coming
out?
out?
His case about it. He ain't putting it out.
Listen, man, I gotta. I need my big brodies to show me the way. I mean, for real. Honestly, like I gotta become hit to like putting it out there on the media, man. Like I got bars for days, man.
Yeah,
I
you
got
do. 100%.
I'm talking about like
talk about that joint you wanted to put together. The verses
Oh yeah, the battle.
The verses.
Yeah, like the verses, man. Like my idea behind that, man. I wanted to have my big dogs. Like, look for me. Like, look, I don't go for like I need some competition. Like that's just how I feel. Like who better than have my big dogs? You know what I'm saying? Shy Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah's Boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Jonathan Baker to come.
Yeah, you
I want
Jehovah's
Jehovah's Boy. You know what I mean? I want Jehovah's Boy for real. But like even like how my brother come along with me, man. It's just like my brother do music too, man. And it's like, but no, I just wanted to like, because I know everybody has their own follower. Everybody has their like what you doing in Erie. You know what I'm saying? It's like JB, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and especially what you doing, man, like with the youth and all that, what you've done, like, you know what I mean? It's like having all that. I don't want to take advantage of all that, man, like all that, but it's just like y'all hearts for God too, man. It's like, I know where y'all at. I know where y'all intentions are. I know where your heart is.
Yeah.
That's everything to me,
everything.
Man. You feel me? I know your hearts is for God. So it's like, I want to put these verses together, man, and just like me and my brother versus Shy Boogie and, you know what I'm saying, Jehovah's Boy, man. It's like, hopefully sometime in the future, man, but it's like, but my whole intent behind it was just to bring the community together, man, and just to show the love of God, man, and to show unity, you know what I'm saying, and to show like, yo, we here, like we all hip, man, we all, you know what I'm saying, you know how we come, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, though, we love God, man, you know what I'm saying, so it's like, I want to have a verses, man, just to bring something different to Erie, man, bring something different. I even want to have a booth set up, but like, I want to have drum, like I want to have a drum battle, man. I want to have like what's it called, man? Cypher. I want to do a cypher, man. Like how these young boys, man, coming in, bro. I want to hear what y'all got, man. I want to hear what they got, man. I just want to have it open. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be called like Future Fest, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just want like, this is the future. This is our, whether we like it or not, this is our future, man. So no, look, now that we know that, it's up to us. Like, if you feel some type of way about how the future is headed, do something about it. Then do something about it. Like, look, no, but listen, look. You never look. I'm not one of those what if people. I hate what ifs, man. I hate sitting back like, damn, what if I would have did that?
Yeah.
I wonder how that would have turned out. What if? So no, yeah, man.
Say what it is, Christian hip hop. I wonder if like I'm thinking like the way I see it, we had a Christian hip hop festival at the Veterans Stadium. And different things going on, you know what I mean? And then like but then like to attract, people who might not be in the church, if people like donate, school supplies, haircuts, stuff like that, just make it real positive, you know what I mean?
Right.
That could be huge for the city.
It's like Ignite. When I performed at the Ignite Festival, that joint was so live.
You think small sometimes.
3 day music. I mean, these are like they tour buses, like these big artists coming in,
The state, I think.
And it
you did, bro.
we don't have anything around here like that. Oh, don't do that. Rewind.
You did.
These cheap.
Look at how it's set up. I threw the king, you threw the 7, my man threw the 4.
You just set the cards like that.
Oh, don't matter. He still won it.
Cordel,
It don't matter. He's not got it.
Right back at you.
That's good. I thought we expect that.
I knew he had a diamond up in there.
That was a $5 bill.
Word, man. But no, that would be dope, man. Put some nigga like that.
I wonder how much it costs to rent the Veterans Stadium.
But you know what? The Veterans Stadium is a good idea.
I like it because it's like no parking. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but also it I don't know. It could be somewhere else too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Stadium. I don't know.
Like the
He didn't have it anywhere though. But see,
park where they had the jazz festival at. You know what I'm saying? That they did not do this
The
shit.
stadium sound like, but have it there, man. That's like right in the center of the.
You're right.
I like the single point of entry. You can ever watch security easy, not roaming around. You can control the stuff.
That would be
Location.
crazy, man. Location would be like lights on, like, you know what I mean? That joint rocking,
Yeah.
For real, that joint
Friday
rocking, man.
Trump that. It was all sad when it came
Dang. So Joe, like so you got any new music, man, or anything, man?
Me and Ish been we've been dipping and dabbing a little bit, we have a lot of conversations,
Trying to get Rob back on the boot too.
Yeah.
You rapping, bro? Oh yeah, bro.
I was like, more Pete. You know? He was like Prodigy.
Auto
Like,
Bizzle.
what you said?
That was a lifetime ago, man.
Yeah, a lot of change now.
Oh, don't shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got the word and the
That's
box.
on you, though.
Don't act like
I disagree. I disagree. Change subject.
No, for real, yeah. Grind Fam, that was the first. Ishmael produced my first ever solo, my first anything. Anything I ever was able to play back and listen to, Ishmael produced the first joint. That squad was so hard, man. That squad was so hard, yo. And then everybody got sad. And I still remember the time I came back from college and we was about to go record it. Me, C Hustle, it was me, C Hus, Mike Ewan, Tone Dixon, right? And I get back in town and we gonna go to Ishmael house because he had the studio in his grandma's basement where he lived at. So we was gonna go over there. Man, y'all chew me up with that one. I see what's going on.
I see what's going on.
So I get in town and see Hustle said, man, Ishmael said we can't record at his crib no more. I said, what? What do you mean, yo? Ishmael said we can't record at his crib no more because he got shade. He said we bringing demons in his house. I said, man, let me call this dude. I'm like, hey, what up, bro? His name was Iron Sheik. That was his name. I hit up Iron Sheik. I said, what up? I said, what up, bro? You go scoop us so we got recorded. He said, man. I ain't even doing that no more. Hey, bro, I snapped though, and I felt bad because the way that I spoke to him, I never. We've been friends since we was this big, you know. So the way that I spoke to him, you know, when I realized, oh, this is real. You know what I'm saying? Tone Dixon had, at the time, his mom had passed away, and he was supposed to move to Carolina with his sister, but he stayed in town because we was about to get there, bro. Like, we did this song, which was on my solo album, and it went. But what happened was, it went in the hands of somebody else named Ja Rule and Shanti, and they redid the song.
God knows what he's doing now because
Ishmael shut the whole operation down.
But look though, God knows what he's doing though because like I was like hurt. God told me I put my drum machine. I had the MPC Akai MPC 2000.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on Joe's porch just in the middle of the night. And Joe, you gave that drum machine. You gave the drum machine to Tone. And Tone's doing great things in music now.
Because Tone stayed in Erie instead of moved. He stayed in Erie, so
it's like God was able to birth that with the, you know.
He was living in that condemned basement on
Tony saved, and Tone saved now too.
Yes, he is.
So
on fire.
This is our last hand. So wow, we got what's it? Is it
2-2? This break right here.
That's good.
This break right here. No, that ain't.
Nah, that's mine, bro.
This must be.
Nah, bro, that's mine, bro.
What is that? About to run away with this one, fellas. So who are you done did music with in the past, man? Who you enjoy working with, you know?
Bro, honestly, like my sisters, man. Bro, look, I don't. I'm straight from the muscle, man. I'm straight from from the backyard just rapping, bro. Like, ain't no, like, for real. No, I just got, man, for real.
Before you got saved, who was your favorite artist? Like, before, like...
Jay-Z.
Jay, yeah.
Hands down. Like, I used to have my sisters lined up, like, growing up, like, making them learn all his songs. They messed up a verse, start over. Like, it was really like that. Like, I had all his albums. Like, I bought, like, 2 albums of every album just because I had one album that I played and the other one just set in my life. For real.
Oh, he was a collector.
For real, I was, man. Like, Jay, I just love his workmanship of music, man. Like, I mean, it wasn't so much, but no, lyrically, no, I did like him lyrically, but like, just the work he put in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his younger, like, you know what I'm saying, when he, in his younger in his career, like, for real, like, it was just like, that's what attracted me, man. It's just like, for me, it was like, when I rap, I try to rap with excellence, man. Like, I want you to hear what I'm saying. I want it to make sense. Paint a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are my goals. And my grandma need to be able to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are my goals. And no, of course, having the word of God, of course, but like, I should go without saying, but like, Nah, but those are my goals when I'm writing. Like when I'm writing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like Jay-Z was that like, yeah, that's who I like growing
like
up, man. Word.
Baby. What was that? Oh, my back got stuck in there. What the word?
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt so bad.
For real? You ain't for real? It pinched you?
Look, bro.
Oh, it pinched.
Grabbed all my meat right there.
Yeah.
I was like, so you do that.
That sound like that crowd you get a whooping that hurt bad. Like, felt like, you know what I'm saying? You get that solid crowd for that. Yo, that's crazy, man. So, like, who was y'all music influence growing up, yo? Like, who was y'all? You look like an R&B boy, man. You like, you was like,
You know what's funny, though? We were really heavy, like, Wu-Tang fans growing up.
Wu-Tang for real?
Yeah, we like very heavy, and I thought I was like the RZA. I don't know. I was like, we like very heavy Wu-Tang fans. We're very heavy Wu-Tang fans, man. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I think production, man. I like Pharrell. I think Pharrell's talented. Timbaland,
Oh, so you like producer type?
Yeah, I
type
like.
vibes.
Yeah, I like different producers.
How you feel about Kanye?
He like, you better say the right answer. Now you know
what? That Jesus is King really turned me on to Kanye. I listened to him on that. I felt like he gave his life to the Lord, and he was like on fire. And then he lost his family in the midst of that, and I could see kind of like his he's not spiraling out. People might say he's spiraling.
Yeah.
I just could see like he's going to a place where he feels like, I surrendered and I lost my family, But he was trying to go to a place where I think I saw some conversations. I think he was trying to pull Kim too fast because she wasn't about like trying to like stop doing what she would want to do. She still wanted to do what she was doing, whatever. And then when he lost his mom at the height of fame, that kind of did something to his psyche too, But like musically, I think he's a genius musically,
Yeah. Like producing wise, I think Kanye is like just like the stuff you put together. Like for real, I like for real too. Like, you know what I mean? Like I like
Ryan Leslie slept on, man.
Ooh, no, he is nice,
Ryan
man.
Leslie was nice.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, definitely. It's rocking with. I like that whole Dipset era too. That was something special. That did something special to hip hop. I'm sorry, Cam, Jim Jones, Joel saying they did something special.
Someone said Cam rap nursery rhymes.
Them boys still going hard. He said, I rooted to what I usually do. It's that jump, scream. Hootie hoo! I say he rhyming words with sounds.
So you have like a lot of songs on like a hard drive or a laptop, or you just like, do you have any songs recorded?
I got some songs recorded, man. Like, I just like,
yeah, man, get you like a DistroKid account. I think it might cost like $20.
He sent me this voice recording joint the other day. That joint was fire.
I mean, no, it's like, yo, I just like what I really love to do when I write, yo. I love to customize stuff, man, for people, man.
That's a good business there.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so I heard something that before we started recording, you had opportunity to perform for a wedding?
No, I actually I performed at my dude Danny Stanton Jr., man. He got married. Like, he had me rapping while his wife was walking down the aisle, man. It's something I wrote for, like, no, he gave me what to write. Like, he gave me what to say, and I just had to put it in rap form for him. Like,
that's hard.
Yeah, man, it was like that. Like, that had to be the most special, like, performance I ever done. And, like, I'm like, yo, this lasts forever. Like, during a wedding, though, while she walking down the aisle?
Yeah, that's hard.
That might be a good business, like, customized rap songs, because, like, it's hard to monetize it now with, like, streaming, man, but if you can make custom songs for people, like anniversary, birthday, people might like that wedding, They do that. I saw country music. Yeah, they do with country music. That might be a good little thing to do.
Yeah.
Customize,
I got a couple
birthday, anniversaries, all that stuff.
I can see it in your eyes.
You looking at my reflection, seeing what I got over here? Let me take my glasses off.
I see what you're saying, bro. You could have skipped.
I couldn't.
Man.
Good game, fellas. Well,
what can we expect coming from you in the future, good brother?
Yeah, man.
Well, man, I'm actually gonna be working on at least the EP, man.
7-5 songs, something like that.
But like, about like 5 songs, man.
You need to.
Put it out.
You need to.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, that's what I want to do. I just want to get it. No, honestly, like the people want it, man. People come like, oh, like you got. So I be going places, man. I'm not. People ask me to come perform places, bro. Like go minister places, bro. I go. Like I ain't too good. No, I don't care if it's 2 people I'm rapping to. I go. Like for
So
real.
where can people like? What's your? You got Facebook, your Instagram?
Oh, yeah, Facebook. I mean, I got Facebook. I'm actually gonna start posting stuff on Facebook. Like, actually, I got something coming up for Shiloh, man. On October 28th, man. They got something going from like 2 to 5 after church. They want me to perform there, man. So I'm gonna be there on the 28th. But yeah, I got some other stuff.
2 to 5.
Yeah,
Information right there.
this is like a breath of fresh air. I feel like I'm like refreshed, man. I don't know if like I know an artist, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the most like the motivation is there, and just like I'm just going with the wave, man. I'm enjoying it, man. Like for real, just like and then like like my lyrics and my like they encourage me, man. I'll be like listening to myself as I'm going. I'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, go. I'll be like telling myself, like, go, like, cause I know, man, it's coming from God, man. It's like my rap name is The Vessel, man. It's The Vessel for a reason, man. Like, I just want God. You know what I'm saying? For real. When I say feel me, it's the vessel. Feel like I'm telling God to feel me. Y'all telling me I want y'all like y'all probably like I want y'all to feel me. No, I'm telling God to feel me. I'm the vessel, man. Feel me. For real, me, like feel me, like for real, and that's where I'm at, man. It's just like I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it.
That's a wordplay.
Hey, call it EPM, The Philly.
Ooh, like a nigga making pies.
The Philly.
I like that, bro. The Philly.
Chapter 1, bro. So you have the series. Well, all right, man. God bless you.
We appreciate you. It's about to be a whole other show. Like, we about to go ahead and shuffle.
All right, brothers. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
My name's Ish.
Joey.